Hi, everybody. Hey, hey, how are ya? I see Colleen. Colleen, big hugs. Regina is here. Laurie is here. It's so good to see everybody. How are you? I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. It's Tuesday, which means we've survived Monday, guys. Monday is in the rear view mirror. Thank goodness for that, right? Hi, Stacia. Hi, Sadie. How you guys doing? Hi, everyone. Ruby's here. Nicole. Audrey, Maggie, it's so good to see everybody. It really is. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. And again, I hope you had a good Monday. I know Mondays can be kind of hard. My Monday was kind of, I don't know. I worked, but I got my booster shot on Sunday. So yesterday I was just very tired and kind of sluggish, but doing much better. And feeling much better and ready to get into things. You guys, I'm ready to make some jewelry. I'm looking forward to today's live because we're designing on the fly. I like to design on the fly. I used to not like it at all. I used to just shy away from designing on the fly because it made me very, very anxious. But I've gotten to where I kind of like it. It's kind of fun, right? Even when things go off the rails, we still have a good time and everybody learns something, which to me, I think those are the most valuable lessons that there are in jewelry making or anywhere, to be completely honest with you. So I'm looking forward to it. Marianne says she's having a snowstorm this morning. Oh my gosh, send some snow my way, would you? Please, I would gladly take that off your hands for you. Peggy's here. Wanda's here. Wanda, I thought you weren't watching today. I thought you said since you hadn't gotten your bargain bead box, you weren't watching today, but I'm glad you're here. I really am. I'm super glad you're here. So for those of you who don't know, perhaps you didn't see the event when I created it. We are designing on the fly, but we're using beads from the December Bargain Bead Box. And so for those of you who haven't received your December Bargain Bead Box yet, maybe you want to come back and watch this later on replay if you don't want me to spoil it for you and show you what the beads are. Okay. Wanda says, I'm a watch until you start to create, then I gotta bounce. Understood. Understood, my friend. I'm just glad you're here. And Anissa says she loves working on the fly. I do too. It's fun. Let's see. What do we got going on? All right. So couple things. First of all, we've got some flying monkeys in the house, flying monkeys and perhaps the ringleader. So let me just get started. I'm going to call them out real quick, just a second. So if this message isn't for you all, don't worry about it. Just keep on waiting. But for those of you that this message is for, I see you. This is not surviving. This is thriving. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask any of the 200 people that are here. Please be my guest. Otherwise, deuces, right? Get on out of here. You don't belong here. All right. For the rest of you, I'm feeling large and in charge today. For the rest of you, my friends, check out the link. Colleen's got the link for you guys. She's actually over on YouTube though, and I'm sure that Nicole can copy and paste it for you guys. But if you don't get the bargain bead box and you're interested in getting the bargain bead box, I've got a discount code for $2 off of your first box. The code for that is SED2, and you just enter that in as you go to check out, right? And you'll get $2 off your first bargain bead box. I love bargain bead box. I know I talk about them at least once a month because we do this once a month. But it bears repeating because they're a wonderful company. Not only are they a top-notch shipment to receive, right? It's like getting free beads once a month, and they do all the shopping for you, right? The second thing is that they have amazing customer service. They are willing to go above and beyond. The people at Bargain Bead Box, guys, this is a small business. Don't mistake this for big business because it's not. This is a small business. It is run by a handful of wonderful people who will go above and beyond to make your order right if there happen to be any mistakes. And I'm not going to say that they never make any mistakes because they're human beings just like the rest of us, right? And so they will do whatever it takes to make it right. They always send little extra goodies. They're super, super awesome. And the value of the bargain bead box, I think, probably is the best thing about them, other than the people. I mean, the people are what make it. But as far as the bead box is concerned, it's the value. It's under $20, and you always get a ton of things to work with. They always include just the most amazing, beautiful things. They make a note on each one of their shipments to let you know. They mark the items. I've got a mark or a list here, and they mark the items when they're lead-free, nickel-free, or cadmium-free. They're really paying attention to those things, and I appreciate that as a designer. Not only that, but you also have the opportunity, once you've signed up for Bargain Bead Box, to shop on the Bead Box Bargains website, which is it's all part of the same, but this is like their online shopping store, and their prices are absolutely unbelievable. It gives you the feeling, for those of us who don't have, we can't shop wholesale because we don't have a wholesale license. Shopping on Bead Box Bargains makes you feel like you have that deep, deep discount. It's where I buy a ton of, let me just show you, you guys, I get stuff from them. And when I buy from them, because I buy from them for kits, I buy like this, like no joke. I buy in bulk from them because I don't have a wholesale license, but I can afford to buy in bulk from them to then turn around and put amazing kits together for you guys. So between Bargain Bead Box, between Sam's Bead Shop, and between Danielle Wicks and her beads, I am able to give you guys top-notch kits, and I have a great collection of my own. So if you're looking for a way to like bulk up your collection, get their bead box. It's less than $20 a month. Use my coupon code SED2 to get $2 off your first purchase, and then be a part of the Bead Box Bargains and go over there and grab things. Every day they get it seems like just about every day there's something new on their website. So I check back with them often. So yeah. All right. I just can't say enough good things about them. But now that I have, let's get down to business. Okay. I've got the December Bargain Bead Box. I'm going to show it to you. So like I said, if you don't have this one yet, if it hasn't made its way to your doorstep yet, you may want to come back and watch the replay later if you don't want me to give away what's in this, because I am going to show off what's in this. Okay. All right. Oh, Susan made a great point. You do. You get 30% off of their sister company. So you get 30% off once a month when you get the Bargain Bead Box. They send you a 30% off coupon for the Bead Box Bargains. And I use that every month, and you can use it over and over again, which I do, as you can tell. All right. Let's see. Nancy's got a question right before I turn you guys around. Nancy says, I'm new to your community. Do you have a channel membership or a Patreon? So I don't have a channel membership or Patreon. I do have a paid group that you can join if you want to. Otherwise, I've got a tip jar, and Nicole and Colleen can post those tip jar links for you if you are interested in those. You don't have to use those. I'm more than happy to give what I've got up here in this noggin away to you for free, but I do always appreciate any support that I can get. So, all right, moving on. I'm going to turn you guys around, and we're going to get started. This is going to be the part where Wanda takes her leave so she doesn't see all of the amazing goodies, and maybe some of the others of you as well, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Wanda says, gotta bounce. Understood. Don't want to spoil anything for you. All right. So Laurie says, I need to start taking crypto. I don't know what to do with crypto. And I don't know, just the word crypto sounds kind of weird to me. Like, I don't know. It seems kind of, I don't know. I know it's popular, but it just seems kind of sketch. Okay. So I'm not going to go through this. I'm not going to just like spend a whole lot of time going through all of the things and reading off the list, but I do want to share with you a lot of the really cool things that are in this, because we're going to design on the fly with them. So I am going to show you just quickly. So this is some dyed quartz, And it's a graduated strand, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I love when you get a graduated strand because you have the opportunity to just restring this if you want to, right? You can just transfer this over to some bead string wire, put some hardware on the back of it and call it done. And you've got instant gratification jewelry. And graduated strands of gemstones, if you go out into the world to try to buy these at a boutique or at a jewelry store yourself, are going to cost you an absolute fortune. So if you want to wow somebody this holiday season, if you've got to give some gifts, that's my recommendation just right out the gate. Unless you just want to break this strand apart and use the beads individually, because there's a ton of them, this would be a stellar holiday gift to somebody. And you could even go in and add some bead caps to this or spacer beads if you wanted to, but I think it looks beautiful just as it is. So that's some really beautiful blue dyed quartz. I'm going to sit that over to the side. We've got lots of sparkle in this shipment, which I am all about. Look at those. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. So this bargain bead box is all about icy blues and whites. And you'll see there's lots of snowflake accents as well. Those are beautiful. I've got... These will probably look familiar to you guys because I've got a ton of these. I ordered a ton of these in a bunch of different sizes for kits. They're blue, but they're that. Remember last week we were talking about what the difference was between like London blue and topaz blue and all of the different blue names, like the denim blues, and we couldn't decide what this one was. This one to me is like a London blue, but we won't get into that whole conversation again. But these will be familiar to some of you because I used these in kits last week. They're absolutely beautiful. All right, we've got some more, obviously. This is a really good way to see what you get in your boxes, that's for sure. So if you're interested, this is a good way to see all of the good stuff that you get. These are beautiful. I love these. And I've gotten these from them before. These have that kind of blue to them. I've gotten them from them before that have more of a green. They have that nice table cut right across the top of them, but they're also kind of coin shaped. So they're a really versatile little bead. You can do a lot with these and they just look really cool. I'm almost certain that they included them because they look like a little frosty window, right? It looks like a frosted window. Because like I said, that's kind of what this one was all about. All right, let's see. We've got some natural quartz. So we have the dyed quartz in blue, but then we've got a strand of natural quartz, which are also amazing. And with natural quartz, the clearer they are, obviously the better they are. But when they're super, I find that kind of hard. Like I kind of go the other direction with my clear quartz because I actually want to see the imperfections in my clear quartz because that tells me that it's quartz. Otherwise, they're very easily, unless you're holding them and feeling the weight of them, they're easily mistaken for just glass beads. Don't mistake these. These are 100% quartz and they're so, so pretty. So like these where you can see the little, you see that crystal inside? That's what I want to see in my quartz. Though I know that's probably not what most people want. Most people want the ones that are 100% clear. I like all of the little crystal inclusion thingies. I don't even know what you call that, but yeah. So there's that. These are super beautiful. I love these. We made bracelet kits with beads that were very similar to these not too long ago. The ones in the bracelet kit were like a white. These are that beautiful blue. I love the cutting on these. Super cool. They're like little snowflakes, right? All right. We've got, let's see, number 6 here is some howlite. Can't go wrong with howlite. Looks like snowballs. I love it. Those are so cool. You can make some really cool snowman earrings with these. I love them. Love them. Love them. Howlite is so versatile. You can do so many things with it. And it's super sturdy. All right. We've got some crystal rondelles. These are matte. Those are super pretty as well. Are you not just like feeling wintertime in this mix? I'm totally feeling it. All right. We've got some chunky monkey pieces. I love these. These are so fun. All right. Sit those right there. All right, I've got a couple more little beady goodness, and then I'm going to bring in all of the little metal components. So these are super cool. There are 3 of these. There's one that's large. You guys know I am all about that Bermuda blue color. That is one of my favorite colors ever. So there's the large one, and then you've got 2 of the smaller ones. Anissa says she thinks everyone wants inclusion in quartz. I hope so, but I don't know. I feel like I like things in beads that, like my pearls. I like my pearls to be irregular, right? I get it that like perfect pearls are worth so much money, but I like the pearls that have personality. So I kind of feel that way about my quartz as well. So pretty. Those are awesome. So you could very easily put together a really quick gift here as well. Because we're talking, I'm doing earrings today on the fly. We're doing like 4 or 5 pairs of earrings because I'm thinking it's time, like it's crunch time. We're thinking about last minute gifts. So this right here is already ready for you, right? Add a jump ring, add 2 ear wires, put this on a piece of chain or a beautiful piece of ribbon, and you've got a gift ready to go. Or you've got something to wear to a holiday party. If you've got a party for work that you have to go to and maybe red and green is just not your thing. This is going to be a beautiful little set that you can wear to that. And you can wear this all the way through February, March, because winter and holidays don't necessarily have to be one and the same. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I've got all of the beady goodness out here. We're going to take a look at the metal inclusions, and then we're going to get started. That's a lot of beads, y'all. I'm just saying. For under 20 bucks, that's like a lot. All right, so we've got a great big pendant. A big old snowflake. I love that. That's awesome. Okay. There's more snowflakes. Like, I'm all about the snowflakes, and this definitely, I love these as well. This easily a centerpiece for a necklace, 4 necklaces, 2 pairs of earrings. Like you've got your gift giving ready right here. Those are super cool. I love those. And I love that they have like there's a hole all the way around, and then these have holes in them as well. So then that way you can hang, because you guys know I gotta hang dangles from everything. So it gives me an opportunity to like be extra. All right, these are kind of cool. I didn't know how I felt about these at first, but then I started looking at jewelry pieces that are made with these, and I'm kind of feeling them now. So these are little connectors, and they have their own little personality. So you can make these out of your own wire if you want to, but I like these that are pre-made. They're just super cool. So you can use this little guy any way you want to. When I was looking at them, I was like, well, that would be some really interesting pairs of earrings. But then you know what? I think that they would look really cool as a necklace. Right in the center, you've got your 2 connections. You've got an opportunity to hang something here. You can also hang something there as well. Like, these are kind of cool. Well, they're more than kind of cool. I think they're cool. I think they're really, really interesting and would make a really fun pair of earrings, which might be what we do with them. All right, so there are those. More snowflakes. I love these as well. These are just metal snowflake beads. I'm definitely going to be going back to the Bead Box Bargain site and reordering these because I need them all. I need all of them. All right. I must have them all. There are some chandelier earring components. These are super cool as well. I dropped one in the floor, but there's this one. There are 2 of these. They have the connector up here at the top, so you can make earrings with these. You can make a really cool pendant with these. You can drape things between them or hang things straight down. Super fun. There is one in the floor, so there are 2 of those. There's some chain. I love that they always include chain. It just makes me really, really happy to have extra chain. And not only that, but it gives me an opportunity to look at the kinds of chains that they have on the shopping site so that I can go back and reorder if it's one that I really, really love. This one is sort of like that kind of, I don't know what you call it. It's like paperclip chain, but not like nowadays the paperclip chain is open, which I don't really understand. This to me looks like crunched up little paper clips, right? I don't know what you call it. I can't even, I don't know what you call it in the, what did they call it? I'm trying to look. I don't see it on my list. I mean, I know it's there, but I don't know. It's chain. It's cool. I like it. I'm a fan. Looks like little paper clips, and I'm a fan. Like I said, fun chain. Some bead caps. So I'm just dumping everything out because we're going to design on the fly. Bead caps. More bead caps. Please send me more bead caps. I order bead caps from them all the time, right? And again, it's like the chain. I can see what kind of bead caps that I like from the box, and then I can go and reorder them because I'm trying to include more bead caps in my life and spacer beads thanks to Sam. He really inspires me to include metal in my designs. Tim's here. Hello from Alabama. All right. So there are two little toggle clasps. I love these as well, but I immediately see earrings instead of a toggle. Like, that's just me. I'm seeing drops, right? You could even do some really cool earrings with these as well. Put your ear wire here, hang some fun things from. I always just look at the components in more than just the regular way to use them. All right. And then last but not least are some spacer beads. And I love these too. They're super cool. Right. So everything's got this kind of icy, wintry feel to it. And I am here for it. I'm ready. All right. So we've got all of this all laid out here. First of all, just take a look. Less than $20, you guys, a month. That's a steal, right? I have enough stuff to make a ton of pieces of jewelry, plus the 30% off coupon, plus the $2 off coupon if you use my coupon code, plus getting to go and shop from their site, right? And feel like you're getting a really deep, deep discount because you are. Yeah, I'm a fan. All right, I'm going to slide all of this over just a little bit, and I'm going to bring in another bead mat. Unfortunately, it's this really ugly colored one, but we got what we got. So use what we have here. All right, so we're going to do a little design on the fly because we've got holidays coming up. It might be last minute, right? We've got 2 weeks to get some last minute jewelry pieces ready to give away or wear ourselves, or stock up your website or stock up your craft booth, right? Maybe you've got some craft booths coming up after the holidays. Good way to kind of make back some of the money that you spent on holiday gifts. Hopefully this is going to give you some inspiration. So the thoughts behind this were, I was going to put together like 5 pairs of earrings. And I don't know what those are going to be, but we're going to do it on the fly. But I do know that I love these right off the bat. I've been looking at these since I opened the box, and I want to use these as an earring design. I don't know exactly how I want to create with them, though. I do know that these matte little rondelles, I feel like they need to be with each other. I feel like they need to be friends. All right. So let's see here. Grab my cutter. And we're going to get started. Okay. So designing on the fly. Okay. So I don't really have much of a plan. Also, I'm trying to keep it simple. So we're not really going to do any major techniques today. Okay. So if you're looking for major techniques, today is probably not going to be the day for that, but it just drives home my point that simple, beautiful jewelry does not have to be a representation of every single skill that you've ever. You guys like my ring? Which one? This one? Isn't that pretty? It's a Sara. I love Sara jewelry. Do you guys like? And I'm probably not even saying her name right, but she is a designer and she's amazing. I have several pieces from her. This is just one of my newest ones, and I had to wear it because it goes with all the blue goodness that we're working with today. Okay, what was I even saying? I have no idea. Oh, beautiful jewelry does not have to be a representation of every single skill or technique that you know, right? Keep it simple. Or not, be extra, but I'm already feeling like these need to be, I think these need to be like little shoulder dusters. What do you guys think? I like shoulder dusters. I know not everybody does. Long earrings can tend to be a pain to some people. But I really feel like everybody out there's probably got a family member or a friend that really likes long jewelry. And so a shoulder duster would be a great gift, right? Okay, so we are totally going to keep these simple because we've got 5 pairs to make, right? We can always do more. So I'm going to put those on head pins, and then I'm just going to do eye pins. I was going to use chain, but I think I've talked myself out of using chain with these because the beads are just so darn pretty. So I'm going to grab some eye pins. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put our bead onto a head pin, and let's do a wrapped loop with this guy. You don't have to do a wrapped loop if you don't want to. You absolutely can do just a simple loop. It's totally up to you. But I'm a wrapped loop kind of person, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm grabbing the wire right where it is exiting the bead. I'm going to take that wire and I'm going to bend it over the top of the pliers. That way, when I take the pliers away, there is a amount of room here that's pre-measured for me. So I don't have to do any measuring, right? There is a measurement that happens. I let the pliers do it. That's going to give me enough room for my wire wraps, and I don't have to do any extra thinking. I don't have to use numbers and math. All right, I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers, and I'm going to grab that wire. I'm going to take it up and over the top barrel of the pliers. Okay, that's the beginnings of our loop. But in order to close that loop, I've got to take that wire over to the other side. I can't do that with that bottom barrel of the pliers in the way. So all I'm going to do is just kind of rotate the pliers in my hand. And I've now made that bottom barrel the top barrel. That gives me enough room to take that wire over to the other side. That's going to close up my loop. And I still have the space here to do the wire wrapping. Okay, now I am going to wire wrap. I'm going to wire wrap about 3 times. As always, though, when you're doing your wraps, don't push it. Don't try for a 4th wrap if you don't really have the room for it, because you risk cracking the top of your bead. This is particularly a problem when it comes to things like bicones, or if you're using Austrian crystals where they tend to be a little bit on the soft side. Don't push an extra wrap if you don't have room for it. If all you have room for is 2 wraps, then let that be. Let it be. All right, so I'm going to come in with my cutter tool. I'm going to trim off the excess wire. Okay, now if you need to come in and tuck the wire where you cut it, use your pliers, but again, just be gentle and don't crack your bead. Right. All right. Now I'm going to come in with an eye pin. I'm going to go ahead and open up that eye pin loop. I'm just going to twist it open like I would a jump ring. Don't pull it apart. You'll never get it back into that shape again. I'm going to go ahead and thread that onto the wrapped loop that we just made. Close that back. And I'm going to thread on 3 of these really pretty matte beads, right? All right, now I'm going to do a simple loop. I could do a wrapped loop here if I want to, but I think I'm going to do a simple loop just so that it's all kind of balanced, because there's a simple loop on the eye pin. Okay, so I'm holding the beads in my hand and I'm just bending that wire right where it is exiting the bead. So this time I'm not bending it over the top of the pliers because I don't need that room for those wire wraps. I'm going to come in and I'm going to trim off. I'm going to leave myself about 1/4 of an inch of wire. That's just enough to come back in with my round nose pliers and roll back. So grab the wire, roll back towards yourself, towards your hands, to close up that loop. Look at it from the side. You can see mine's not completely closed. So I need to take a second and just kind of reset that wire so that it is actually a closed loop. If you don't actually close it, you may have things sneak out, right? Anything that you attach to that will try to sneak out of there and you'll wonder, why did that happen? All right, I'm going to do another one of those. So I'm going to take another eye pin. I'm going to open that one and I'm going to attach it to the next one. Oops. And I'm going to close that back and I'm going to do 3 more beads, right? You could stop here, right? You could just put an ear wire on it and be done with it. I'm all about the extra. I just can't help it. And I do have people in my life that I could gift these to that will wear really long earrings. So. However, making several of these, oh, I just had an idea. I'm going to show it to you in just a second. See what you guys think about it. Okay. Let's go ahead and make our simple loop though. So grab the wire, give it a bend, come in with my cutter, trim off, leave yourself about 1/4 of an inch of wire, roll back to close your loop. Again, double check to make sure that it's actually closed. Okay. And then you're going to add your ear wire to this. So I had a thought, right? As I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, this would be an awesome earring and it is going to be an earring. But what if, right? What if instead of making earrings, even though we are making earrings and I'm going to continue to make its mate, but what if you did this? Okay. I love to inspire you and I'm certainly inspired. So, okay. This is the center, right? We would add 3 more of these beads to make it extra long. Okay. And then let's do another one next to it, right? There. And do one on the other side. I'm seeing like the center focal of a really awesome necklace. Are you seeing it? Because we've got enough of these beads. Like this could be an amazing necklace, right? Just with this tiered in the center. Are you seeing it? I hope so. I'm just kind of laying the beads out, but right? How pretty is that? And there's enough because you've got 5 of these really cool coin beads. Isn't that awesome? Like, I kind of wish we were doing this instead, right? I wish we were making a necklace instead, but at least I got to show you, like, this is what happened in my brain, right? As I was making an earring, this is what the rest of my brain was saying, but you know what we could do? So if that sparks your interest, yeah, I'm feeling all of that. Okay, but we're just making earrings, but I did get to share that with you and inspire you, hopefully. So, okay. All right. So we're going to make its mate. If I can find the hole, there we go. Oh, I've got to make that. I have to make that whole necklace now. All right. So coming in with my chain nose pliers, I will be reordering lots of the beads from this box. I can tell you that right now. All right. Coming in with my round nose pliers for our wraps loops. So we're going up and over. We're going to rotate the pliers and take that wire over to the other side. Now we can do our wire wraps in that space. Okay, now I'm going to come in, trim off. Okay. And we need 2 eye pins. So open that, thread it onto the wraps loop we just made. You know, the one thing I forgot to grab is ear wires. I should have grabbed my little thing of ear wires before the live. I'll have to grab that here in just a second. All right, so I'm not going to do a wrap loop here, remember. I'm just going to do a simple loop. So I'm going to bend the wire over the top of the bead instead of over the top of the pliers. Taking my cutter tool to trim off. And then roll backwards. So Sylvia's got a question. Hi, Sylvia. Sylvia says, how often do I replace my cutters? So the cutters that I use the most, those are the blue ones. I'll show them to you here in just a second. I know I've talked about them before, but they're my Beadalon flush cutters, and they are, I believe they were made in Italy. They are a little on the expensive side. I'm not going to lie. They're not cheap by any means. But I feel like it's worth it because they last forever. But I'll show you some of the things I look for. So I think White, I think his rule of thumb is like every 6 months or once a year. I don't know that I necessarily need them that often, but I can tell you what to look for. So you can tell this pair is in really good shape. I haven't had them for very long. I have kind of messed up the tip here just a little bit, right? You can see the beginnings of where I cut something that I should not have cut with these. What you want to look for in your cutters when you know that it's time is going to be, you're going to have some gashes in there. The blade will become dull and you'll have some gashes that just kind of happen after that blade gets dull, or if you've cut things that you shouldn't have cut with these. Let me see. I've got a couple of other pairs of things I can show you. All right. So you can see this pair is starting to wear, and I cracked the tip off of it. This is not a blue pair. This is just the standard cutter. I nicked the top. So this is it's definitely time to replace this one. And you can see when I open the blades, can you see how it's kind of chewed up on the edges? That's going to cut your wire jaggedy. You don't want it to leave any jaggedy edges behind. So if you've got jaggedy cutters, it's time to replace them for sure. Let me see. Look at my other pair. This pair is in pretty bad shape too. See the little notches? And you can see like there's a hole all the way through. And you can see it's where I've cut things that I shouldn't have cut, or they've just cut and cut and cut and they've worn down. So whenever that happens, they're ready to go. They're ready. You're ready for a new pair. And also it's it's the holidays. Use that as an excuse to get yourself a new pair of cutters, right? All right, I'm gonna grab some ear wires real quick. And just put some little lever backs. Problem is trying to find some that match each other. All right. All right, so I'm just going to add ear wires to these earrings. Super, super simple. But of course, you could have taken it to that whole necklace place where my brain went while I was working. All right. These are super pretty. They're very, very pretty. All right, so first pair done. Yes, exactly. Kelly says, don't ever use them on memory wire. Do not ever, ever, ever use them on memory wire. That's why I've got memory wire cutting shears, and then I have this pair of pliers. This is the yellow handle Beadalon cutter. These are also Italian. They're like I said, a little more pricey, but they're worth it because the blades on them last forever. These are specifically designed to cut tempered steel. You can cut thick gauged wire with these, and you can cut memory wire with these. Don't ever use your blue cutters on your memory wire or your thick gauge wire. Get a special pair of cutters. If you're going to use thick wires, and I'm talking anything thicker than about 16 gauge, you want a pair of cutters specifically for that, or you're going to wear out your good cutters really quickly and not get your money's worth out of them. So you got to follow the directions with them as well, right? That's the best way to take care of them, is to make sure that you're cutting only what you're supposed to cut with them. All right, so our first pair of earrings is ready to go. We've got a few more pairs of earrings to put together. Super cute. So cute, right? All right, I'm going to set those to the side. Now, let's think about something else. What else can we put together? So I definitely like the idea of using the toggles as part of an earring. And I know that takes them away and now you can't. Um, now I can't use them as a toggle, but you know, sometimes you make an exception. What do I want to do? What do I want to, I think that would be kind of cool. I like these chunky pieces, right? So maybe we wire wrap these. Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. That's actually my computer. My computer is ringing. I was like, I know my phone's turned off. It was the computer. Sorry. All right. So maybe we'll wire wrap these and then wire wrap them onto this. I don't know. How do you feel about that? It'll look better than it looks right now, right? Yeah. Let me grab some wire. All right. So I'm going to use some 24 gauge. And I'm going to cut a long piece of 24 gauge. Like, I don't know, 24 inches. It's probably way too much. But we're designing on the fly. So, I mean, what do you expect? Okay, so I'm going to thread this onto the end of a thin gauge wire. I'm using 24 gauge wire for this. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to wire wrap it like a briolette. Which is going to be kind of tricky because the top of this is, right? See how the top of it is irregular. But I'm not going to let that stop me. Okay. What I want is I want to make sure that where I'm crossing my wires is as centered as possible. It doesn't matter that they are coming from two different directions. Like this one's going up and then over. This one's just coming over. That's okay. None of that's going to matter. What we want is we want a wrapped loop that is centered so that the earring is going to hang the right direction, right? So bend your shorter wire straight up and down. Bend your long wire out this direction. Okay. Trying to keep it centered is the tricky part, right? All right. So now I'm going to come in with my bent chain nose pliers to hold on to that. And then I'm going to wire wrap. I'm going to take that long piece of wire and I'm going to wire wrap it around that shorter wire. Okay. This may end up looking like a hot mess, but okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this wire. We'll take care of that in a minute. I'm going to wire wrap downwards, right? And I'm just going to like wire wrap the top of this chunky crystal piece. It's not quite centered, but it's all right. I'm not too upset with it. Okay. Now you can do this wire wrapping part. You can make it messy and chunky and fun. And like I'm going to kind of make it a little messy after I do all that. See? Okay. Colleen says, I love it when beads have little hats. Me too. All right. Now I'm going to just wire wrap that up here at the top to trim it off. Okay. So trim that off. I had 24 inches and this is what I had left over. So pretty good, I guess. Right. Now, oh, I kind of like the funky side as the front, maybe. Okay. I want to wire wrap this directly to our component. So I'm going to come in with my chain nose pliers, bend the wire out to the front. Okay. I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers I'm going to go up and over, rotate the pliers, take the wire over to the other side. And now I'm going to open this up a little bit. So before I do the wire wrapping, I'm just going to open it so that it will clear our little component, right? It just makes it a little bit easier. And I'm going to grab hold of that with my bent chain nose pliers and wire wrap just to meet up with all of that wire that's already there. Kind of wish I had left this piece a little bit longer, but it's too late to make that kind of decision now. So now I'm going to just trim off the excess. Okay. I think that's cute. That's cute. Let's put an ear wire on it. I'm just going to attach that directly to the little component. That looks like a boutique earring, right? That looks like something you would buy in a little boutique downtown. Super, super cute. Let's do the other one so that we have like an actual pair of earrings. So let me cut another piece of wire. And if I can find the end of the wire, that would be great. Okay. All right, so we're going to start again. Okay, threading our little chunky monkey piece onto the end of our wire. Again, I cut the wire about, I don't know, 24 inches, and now we're a couple inches from the end. Okay, the wires, both the wires upwards, bend one way, bend one the other way, so that we've got, right? And all of these are going to look differently because these beads are irregular. They're not all going to look the exact same way. And if that's going to bug you, maybe a pendant will be better, right? Because the earrings are, they're not going to match. All right, again, holding with my bent chain nose pliers to use this long piece of wire to wrap around. Okay. Now I'm going to just keep wrapping, and I'm wrapping downwards instead of upwards so that I'm going to wrap over the top of our bead. A chunky piece of quartz here. Whoa. I can't believe my computer was ringing. That's weird because my phone wasn't ringing. Like, who can call just my computer? I had no idea that was even a thing. Too weird. All right, so wrapping around. Stacia says, how would you wrap a crystal without a hole? Well, you're going to have to wire wrap the whole thing. So probably the same way you would wrap like a piece of sea glass. You kind of have to create like a little bezel of sorts. I wish I had a better way to explain that. It can be done though. Weird. Okay. My phone is going crazy. My computer is also, somebody's really trying to get in touch with me, and it's not a number I recognize. All right, so I've wire wrapped the top of that, okay? And I'm going to wire wrap it directly to, Maggie says her granddaughter calls her computer. Like, how does that even happen? I didn't know you could do such a thing. All right. So bending out forwards. Okay, making my loop a little big. For those student loans. I love it when they call in, they're like, we're calling you about your student loans. And I'm like, I don't have any student loans. But like sometimes just to be mean, I'm like, oh yeah, tell me all about it. So how much do I owe? And I let them carry on. And then I'm like, no. Just kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in. It's mean, I know. I shouldn't do that. All right, so just wire wrapping space, and then we're going to trim off the excess. Yeah, you got to do like a cage or web, says Holly. That's exactly the way I would do it too. All right, so there's that. And we're going to put an ear wire on it. So we've got 2 pairs of earrings. These are super cool. Both pairs of earrings we've done, I really, really like. All right, those are cute. Those are so cute. Those will make a great gift. All right, so there's that pair. There's that pair. Now what do we want to make? Also, this would be a great centerpiece for a necklace as well, right? Would be a really cool necklace. If you did it as a pendant for a necklace or the center of a necklace, then you technically could use the toggle instead of, because you get 2 toggles, you could use the toggle as an actual toggle, maybe use it in the front of the necklace so that you can see like it all kind of, you know, it ties it all together. Just an idea. Do I have an affiliate link with Michaels? I do not. I wish I did, but I do not. Michaels is not there. They don't hand out affiliate links as far as I know, which I wish they did because I've been working with them for a while. It'd be cool. Okay, so now what shall we make? Now, I feel like we need to give these snowflakes like some love. I really do. And I feel like maybe we should just keep these like really simple. I almost want to put like 2 little dangles on the front and maybe hang it from some chain. I don't know. This chain or different chain? This chain's a little wide, though it is the chain that comes with the box. Like, do I want to? Those are pretty. That would be really pretty. Maybe put a pop of dark blue in there. I don't know. That'd work. I mean, that's keeping it simple, right? That's keeping it nice and simple. And okay, let me grab a jump ring or a couple of jump rings. Okay. So I'm going to open a jump ring. Just twist it open. Okay, and then I'm going to attach that to the chain. That's kind of a messy link here at the end though, so I'm actually going to cut this one off. Okay, and I'm going to attach to the next piece up. Okay, let's close that back for a second. I may add something to that, but all right. So now just kind of looking at the chain itself, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 links is as far. I'm going to use my big cutters for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's plenty. Just going to trim that off of there. Okay. And I'm going to add another jump ring to the top of this. I'm not done with these. This is not all I'm doing. I just want to get at least this part done. Okay, so how's that going to hang? I hang that way. May not, because this chain is made to hang flat, right? So now I'm thinking maybe this jump ring, it's not a good idea, because if I put the jump ring on it and the ear wire is going a certain direction, does that make sense? So let me show you what I mean. says you don't learn things while we design on the fly. Okay, look, so let me just show you what I mean. The chain is supposed to hang flat, right? Front facing, and that's the way we want it. If we add a jump ring up here to this, right? Notice that the jump ring is going this direction. Now, if we add an ear wire to it, even though that's a good connection point for the ear wire, what happens is now the earring doesn't hang front facing. It hangs so that the chain is side to side, right? Because that jump ring is not necessary. If we take the jump ring away and we attach the ear wire directly to the chain, it's all going in the correct direction. Okay, so just open that up, treat it like a jump ring, thread it on. Okay, and now it makes the chain hang front facing. See how something like that makes a difference? Like, you got to pay attention to those little things. If you want your earring to front face, right, you got to make sure that all of your connections are going to be complementary to that. Okay, so there's that, but I feel like it needs color. So I'm going to add some of these really cool bicones to it. And I don't know, should I add the bicones like down here, or should I add here? I think I like them. The glare that's some serious glare. Let's move this over a little bit. That makes it a little better. All right, let's start with the center. Let's put just one, because it maybe just one. Anissa says, are you going to hang anything from the bottom? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to hang a bicone from the bottom. I need a thinner head pin for this. Let's see. I'm going to bring out like a 24 gauge head pin. Sometimes the thin ones are better when you're using things like bicones. The only thing is that you got to be careful, because the head on a really thin, like 24 gauge, right? Sometimes that head, the hole on the bead is too big. So you always got to double check. All right. So now I'm going to do a wrap loop. I'm going to wrap this directly to the component. Hi, Paula. Good morning. All right. So I'm going to go up and over, rotate, and take the wire over to the other side. Guys, I'm going to do this pair and one more pair, because we've already been here for an hour. So I didn't make it through 5 pairs, but I am going to make at least 4 pairs for you guys. So let's do this pair real quick. We'll do one more, and then I'll let you guys go. All right, so wire wrap that and then trim off. Now, I'm curious, do you think it needs more or just that one? I think just that one is really pretty. I think I'm going to make an executive decision and it just be the one little pop of blue at the bottom. I think that's really, really pretty. Okay, I'm going to do one more to match this one. Then we'll make one more pair of earrings. One more pair. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. Some of you are agreeing with me. Just the one, right? I know. It's just the one little pop that it needed. Little pop of color. I can't wait to put these on and see what they look like on, right? All right. So there's our chain. Using a jump ring to add that directly to our snowflake. I'm going to close that back. And then I want to make sure that it's the same length, that the chain is the same length. So I did 4 links, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to trim off the 5th link. Okay. And let's grab an ear wire to add just to the top. Open that up, thread that on. Ms. Tacos for me says, no, make 2 more. I love your name. Tacos for me. Tacos for me too. Tacos for me too. Tacos for lunch would be wonderful. That's the only bad thing about having a live at 1 o'clock in the afternoon here on my side of the country is that I haven't had lunch yet. So by the time I'm done, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's like, okay, well, it's a little late for lunch, but girls got to eat. Taco Bell would be great. All right, so I'm going to open that just a little bit. I'm going to thread that onto that bottom loop. Holly says, would you consider making your necklace design Friday? Well, Friday is our Feel Good Friday show with our kits, so it probably won't be on Friday. But I tell you what, maybe that's what we'll do for Wednesday. I'm sorry, not Wednesday. My goodness. Tuesday of next week. I think that would be fun. By that time, more people will have their bargain bead box as well. All right. Okay, cool. All right. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Those are pretty, right? Just simple. We've got these. And we've got these that are super fun. Let's make one more pair and then I'll let you guys go. Okay. I don't want to keep you here all day long, but I definitely hope that I've inspired you, right? With the bargain bead box, you have so many things in your box that you could just keep going and going and going and going. Em says she's eating breakfast in New Zealand. I missed breakfast today. I would love to have some breakfast. I don't know what to do with these, but I want to use them so badly. So I don't know. Like I'm feeling like little staggers, right? And maybe they need little, Okay, well, I've got a good direction. So let's see what we can do. Okay, let's wire wrap some bicones real quick. Okay, we can do 4 of these real quick. I can speed wrap. Marianne says, I need someone to feed me. I do need someone to feed me, preferably a refrigerator shaped gentleman with kind eyes and and who likes dogs. That would be wonderful. His name could be Zach, you know. Some of you out there. If you know, you know. I'm just waiting for that miracle. Oh yeah, he has to love dogs. He has to. I've already told my kids, I'm like, okay, so we have 3 dogs. You guys only see the 2, the German Shepherd and the Golden Retriever, but we also have a Chihuahua. She's very, very old. She lives in my daughter's room. She doesn't like the German Shepherd. So they pretty much stay away from each other. But I've told my kids already that once we get moved, wherever it is that we're going, that there are more dogs. There are more dogs in my future. I need a whole pack. A whole pack of dogs. I told my mom I want an Irish Wolfhound and a Saint Bernard. And she said, you're going to have to work 4 jobs in order to feed them because those are some of the biggest dogs there are. But I just can't help it. I love big dogs. Big beasts. All right. There's that one. No, and my kids. Yeah, he's got to love my kids too. I mean, that's a given. I thought you meant and kids like you should have more kids. I'm definitely not having more kids. Shops closed. I would make an exception if his name was Zach and he was like, I really need a kid. Because, you know, he doesn't have any kids. So I joke, you guys. I'm only joking. Okay. I'm only joking. Don't get your Tuesday unmentionables in a twist. Okay. I'm just playing. Okay. So a dog farm. Nicole, let's do it. A dog sanctuary or a dog rescue. I'm like all about it. All about it. Let's do it. I need all of the dogs. Or a doggy daycare where all I have to do is just play with them and keep them entertained, right? And then they go home. And I don't necessarily have to feed them. I just have people bring me their dogs to play with while they do whatever it is that they do during the day. I would be awesome with that. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a simple loop because I don't even know. I think we're going to attach these to chain, but I don't know for sure. I didn't get past that. Didn't get any further than knowing that I wanted these to be little staggered. Right? Haven't thought this design all the way through. What is happening? Okay. Doggy daycare would be awesome. I could do a doggy daycare and still be able to do Facebook Lives, right? That would be awesome. Or TV. Yeah. That's still on the top of my prayer request. So. As is Zach. So just anybody out there who's a personal friend of him, please send him my direction. I have a feeling this conversation will continue in the Hardwired group today. I'm a little more candid in the Hardwired group than I am here because it's a private group. If you're interested in our conversations and our projects over in the Hardwired group, I'll show you what we're doing this week. It's a tricky project. It doesn't look tricky, but it is. But we open enrollment once a month at the end of the month and the beginning of the upcoming months so that you can come and join. I do want me some Zach. Girl can dream. Okay. So these are ready to attach to something. I just don't know yet what that's going to be. But real quick, I want to show you the Hardwired project. This is what we're making. This is our weekly project. It's a lot trickier than it looks. So we do projects that are a little bit harder over in our Hardwired group. Okay, so I'm going to grab some small chain. I'm not going to use this big chain. I'm going to use a little bit smaller, not by much, but a little. And I'm going to open up one of these loops. Yeah, Nicole, that would be great. Nicole's going to drop a link for the Hardwired group. We're not open for enrollment at the moment. We just took in a new set of peeps. But you'll go over to the group and request to be a part of the group. Your name will sit there in the request, and we will be able to bring you into the group when we have open enrollment again. And I've got to cut my chain the same length. I need 2 pieces that are the same length. So this is what I do. I know I just interrupted my thought for this, but this is a little bit more important. So I just hold it like this and measure it out just on a scrap piece of wire. Then that way I can know where to cut so that I've got 2 pieces that are the same length. Okay, now as far as the Hardwired group is concerned, you have to answer the group questions. Okay, if you don't answer the questions to get into the group, then we can't invoice you for it. And we won't invoice you until open enrollment happens again, but your name can be at the, at the top of the list. We do have tons of fun there. So if you're interested in joining, we definitely would love to have you. All right, so again, maybe the chain piece on these guys, or maybe no chain piece at all, right? Maybe just a jump ring. Okay. So I'm going to use jump ring. I'm going to thread on our piece of chain. And then I'm going to thread on our other little snowflake and see. Oh, that's cute. That's super cute. Trying to decide, though, if it needs a little bit of chain or not. I don't think so. I think it looks good just like that. So I'm going to close this. I don't have an ear wire yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and close that. I'm going to do that on the other one. Okay. So I'm threading on the top piece of the chain. And then I'm going to close that back. These are so cute. And we need ear wires. And then we are done. And I will turn you guys around. And we can look at all of these earrings that we made together. Let's see. 2 ear wires. I love it. It is. It's like falling snow. Those are so cute. Super, super cute. All right. Cool. I did pretty good on the fly today. Not gonna lie. Toot my own horn a little bit. These are super cute. They hang really well. We've got these. We have these with the bigger snowflakes. And then we have these little chunky monkeys. I know it's a mess here on the mat, so I'm going to turn you around and we'll try these on, okay? And then I'll let you guys go. Let's see. I'm going to turn you back around to the front camera here and get you straightened up so that you don't fall. Okay. So I got to take the earrings off that I have on, but I want to say somebody sent me these earrings and they didn't say who they were. And if they're part of the Hardwire group, I already talked to the Hardwire group. Nobody came forward, but I want to show them to you. They're these adorable, are those not awesome? Little soldiers for Christmas. They're like little, I love them. They're little toy soldiers. Whoever sent me these, I love you. I love these earrings, and you made my day. You made me smile. I was not having a good day, and when I opened that package, I was so excited. So I just want you to know how much they're appreciated. I wish you would tell me who it is, who you are, so that I could properly thank you, but I just want you to know how much they mean to me. So thank you. These are super cute, right? Super, super cute. Everybody's got a friend or a customer that would love this style, or maybe you, right? Maybe you would love this style. I do like the necklace idea better than the earrings, but earrings was the challenge, so earrings is what we made. All right, so there were those, right? Hold them up again so that you can see. Super cute. Super, super cute. Okay. Next were our chunky monkeys. These are like boutique earrings. How fun are those? I like that too. I like all the earrings that I made. And that very rarely happens. Usually I'm like, to a couple of pairs. But I do love them. Aren't they fun? We use the little toggles. Super cute. Okay. The next pair was our fabulous snowflakes on our paper clip chain, right? I like these too. I love long earrings. I'm just, those are so cool. And that pop of blue right at the bottom is just the perfect little touch, right? That's the perfect touch. Those are wonderful. Look at what I did. Look at what I did. And you can do these too. I just think they're fabulous. I really, really love those. And then last but not least are the ones I put together real quick right at the end. These little staggered snowflakes are so cool. Aren't those fun? They're like little, it's like falling snow. I really, really like that a lot. And it doesn't just have to be snowflakes with this. You literally could do that with just beads and it would be just sparkly wonderfulness. But I do love those metal snowflake beads. I think those are fabulous. And it does look like it's just snowing from my ear, which is weird, but effective. Don't know. I don't know. But I think they're fun. I think they're super fun. I hope I've inspired you. I got to tell you, Bargain Bead Box makes it easy, though, because they've done all of the thinking ahead of time, right? They've put together the color palette. They put together the metals. Everything is already ready. All you have to do is just inject some creativity. And if you're stumped, though I don't think you'll be stumped with this shipment because it really was awesome. This is probably one of my favorite boxes I've gotten from them in a while. I really, really love blue. Anything that's frosty and snowy, I really love. So this was a fun box for me to get. But if you do get stuck or you need a little inspiration, I've got you covered. Because we put together 4 pairs of earrings on the fly. You certainly have enough beads left over to do a ton more. You can make matching jewelry, matching necklaces, or matching rings or bracelets to go with these pieces that we put together today. I also give you a really cool necklace idea that maybe we'll do on Tuesday of next week. In fact, I think that's what we'll do. Enough people have asked for it. I think that's what we will do. We'll make that necklace. I'll take the earrings. I don't have to take them apart too much, really. All I have to do is take the ear wires off of them, and then we'll build from there. And we'll make a really fun necklace out of this stuff. Hopefully more of you will have your Bargain Bead Box by then. So if you want to create along, you absolutely can. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so, so much for joining me this afternoon. Thank you for letting me be a part of your Tuesday and your creative journey. It is so appreciated. I love it that you guys come and hang out with me twice a week. Some of you hang out with me 4 times a week. Or if I have a Michael's class, some of you even see me 5 times a week. That's dedication. I don't even like to hang out with myself that much. So the fact that you do is pretty awesome. And I want you to know that I appreciate you and love you so, so much. So, all right. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. The rest of my Hardwired group, I'll be seeing you guys at 4:30 p.m. We're going to be putting together our little spiral pendant. So I hope you're ready. It's tricky. I hope you're ready for it. And the rest of you guys, I'll see you on, let's see, on Wednesday, I've got a Michael's class coming up. We're putting together a necklace using lava stone beads that you can add essential oils to. It makes a great gift. And it's a really funky, fun, cool necklace. And then, of course, on Friday at 1 p.m. is our Feel Good Friday show. I'll have kits for you guys. Looking forward to that as well. So you've not seen the last of me this week. I'll be with you guys again soon. In the meantime, have a great afternoon, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.